So we've been talking about David Jaffe. I like to call him Jaffe Duck. He's been kind of going on a rampage as of sorts on his near daily live streams with his rants where he's just all over the place. Evidently, he's calling out Elon Musk now. He's saying that the avowed developers are just trying to work, that we shouldn't be causing chaos and criticizing this game because it plants this whole you know what? Let's just watch this clip. There's an actual clip of him bringing this up, and it's titled "Elon Musk punches down." Right? Punches down at the avowed developer. What a jerk! And this guy's getting completely ratioed. I don't know if you guys can see the dislikes. There's 1.3K dislikes. I'm gonna add one to 227. Like, this guy has been getting roasted by the internet, on Twitter, on his own channel. Let's watch.
Andrew Cannon says, would you give your take on the Avowed situation? The fact that somewhere Grums, who wakes up every morning
Yeah, Grums. It's always about Grums with these guys. It's always about Grums.
like a fucking pig sniffing around in the ground looking for fucking truffles, is like, what?
Wow, this dude is fucking salty. There's so much Grums derangement syndrome out there. Like, literally every single person that is a wokey blames the failure of everything on him because they think his audience, his followers, are too brain dead to think for themselves. They literally think each and every single one of you supporting this content can't think for yourselves, that you guys are dumb. They're insulting you guys. You guys need to speak up more against these wokies that are trying to cause trouble. You need to let them know that you're the consumer and your voice should be heard. Don't let them silence you. Don't let them try to scare you by canceling you. Call the bullshit out.
What can I complain about today? The rent's coming due. Time to complain. What's on the internet? So yeah,
and that's the other thing about these guys, is they believe that you're not allowed to complain or give your opinion about something. That if you just don't like it, don't look at it, don't play it. It's like, shut the fuck up. All right. We're allowed to sit here and bitch and be grumpy all day about shit the same way that you guys are. The whole reason why DEI and wokeness is out there is because you guys bitch that it wasn't. Instead of just letting it happen naturally, stupid motherfucker. You guys have to inject it and enforce it and shove it down our throats with DEI policies and handbooks and manuals and employee training. So shut up.
In his mud digging, Grums finds this information about the game Avowed, and he tweets out this image. I don't even know if you're choosing pronouns or not. Not that it matters to me, but he's like, look, there's pronouns in Avowed.
I mean, it's a fair criticism. It's a fantasy game. There should not be preferred pronouns in a fantasy setting. Remember when pronouns were just normal shit? It wasn't something that was to label something imaginary. It was like, hey, that's a boy, that's a girl, that's a he, that's a him, that's a her. It was normal. And they, them was also normal too.
And he went off, and then Elon Musk saw the tweet, and then Elon Musk...
This is probably the thing that's pissing him off the most, is Elon Musk getting involved with it, because he feels Elon Musk has way too big of a platform and that it's going to hurt the Avowed developers. That he should be a little bit more responsible with his words. They basically didn't blame the game's failure on him. But he's right. Having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable.
Elon Musk. I mean, look, I my brain can compartmentalize Elon Musk. Okay, he may very well be a traitor to the United States.
Is he really saying he's a traitor to the United States? Isn't it weird that David Jaffe always brings up some random, unrelated talking point to all of his arguments? Like, it's never about the topic at hand. He always has to bring something else. It's almost like, to me, a defense mechanism to attract the attention away from the issue that this game is woke.
Not a good human.
So my son Xavier is dead. He's killed by the woke mind virus.
And
I mean, that's his opinion. It's his own child. The same way that you have an opinion about your own child. See, the thing is he has a bias because his kid is transgender. So he's going to be defending this no matter what. But my question is, and I asked this last night on Smash's stream, when your child grows up, when they become an adult and they regret it, because oftentimes it happens, are they going to look at you and say, Dad, why did you let me do this? What are you going to do then? Huh?
I don't think he's as smart as a lot of you guys give him credit for, but I
don't think you're as smart as a lot of people give you credit for either. And when this guy gets off, like when he really gets angry, he has his hands up or this or that or this, or He has like weird fucking poses. I think that might be some kind of sign of being spurgy. I don't know. Might want to look into that.
Think he's a really good investor with his money, and I think those investments are just crazy enough to change the world if they'll work, and some of them are, and that I give him props for. But anyway, Elon Musk has tweeted this out, and it got traction, and then it pissed off one of the art directors and the community manager of the game Avowed. And all I can tell you is, if you're the guys at Avowed and you're getting, pushback without any data, I mean, think about this for.
That's the other thing he says, without data. Like you have to have data to support your opinion on anything. Like Elon Musk has to have data to give an opinion that pronouns don't belong in a fantasy setting. This guy always has, you need data, no, you fucking don't. You could say anything you want in the fucking world, okay? If it's an opinion, you don't need to have a fucking evidence. It's not fucking court. You don't have to prove why you feel a way about something. If I say Avowed is fucking cringe because there's pronouns in it, I don't have to fucking show you data. But we could show data. We could show when, you blame grifters for Veilguard failing, show us the data. You know what data supplements our critique of it failing? The Steam database concurrent players, the sales numbers. That's data that goes against you saying it was grifters that caused it. The game sucked. It wasn't just grifters.
For a minute. You're Elon Musk. You are the richest man in the world. You have the ear of the president-elect coming in. According to the FBI, you have spoken with Putin.
Again, he's bringing up something that's has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything.
About 8 times private phone calls in the last year, and you are pushing back on a tweet from a guy who has been known to promote false documents regarding things like Mr. Matty Plays, and you are pushing back as the loudest voice on the forum that you own.
So basically, he's mad that he quote tweeted Grums. That's what it's coming at. It's coming that he's salty about Grums. That's honestly what it is, because Elon Musk quote tweeted Grums. They feel that it's not responsible of him with being basically the face of a social media platform. Never mind that Elon Musk is intelligent enough to form his own opinion, and he's just giving an opinion based off of what he saw in the tweet. You don't need to go into deep dive research beyond that. The context is the tweet. The receipt is in the tweet. That's my new fucking phrase. Receipt is in the tweet.
On a group of developers that are just trying to, not only just developers, but renowned, beloved developers who have made some of the best RPGs ever. And they're just trying to work. And
yeah, they're just trying to work. But a lot of them, like Matt Hansen, are trying to also promote a toxic work environment. They're admitting to illegal hiring practices, amongst other things. They have a lot of strange behavior when it comes to white people on their social media. I mean, the list goes on and on. This game has many red flags already attached to it.
You suddenly aim one of the world's biggest spotlights on them for what? Well, you don't really...
Because he's allowed to have his opinion. I don't understand why that's a problem. Why is his opinion invalidated? Because he quote tweeted Grums? That's what it is.
Really know, do you, Elon? Because you don't know how the pronouns are even presented in that game. You don't even understand what the context is. But the very nature of having pronouns, not that it would matter, by the way, not that it should matter, but just the very nature of seeing a pronoun from a guy.
He's able to say a lot without saying anything, by the way.
Who has doctored, or not doctored, but promoted false doctored documents in the past, is enough for Elon to tweet it out to the entire world. I think we should all, whether or not you agree politically or morally or whatever with pronouns or not, I think we should all kind of be on the side of Avowed and the developers. Not because you agree.
No, I'm not going to be on the side of Avowed because they discriminate against hiring white people, and I'm not even white. They're discriminating against white men. The art director, Matt Hansen, is allegedly a vile, corrupt fucking person that's very infected, and he obviously doesn't care for gamers. We don't need to stand on the side of Avowed just because you want to, just because you think we should agree with gender pronouns being in a fantasy setting. The only reason why you're promoting it so bad is because you don't want to feel like a failed father for your kid being transgender. That's what it comes down to. You're biased. You're biased for that woke narrative because your kid.
Agree with them. But because what kind
By
of
the way, that's my opinion. I don't need to back that up with stats.
horse shit Mickey Mouse bully tactics is that Elon's doing? It's like, dude, shut up. Do you not have enough attention? You want to talk about crazy? Richest man in the world. And he's upset. I mean, what a mental fucked up human. And
he's not allowed to be upset. He could play video games too. Just because he's rich, he's not allowed to have an opinion. Make that make sense.
He's upset because what? Some video game that maybe he wasn't even going to play?
So if it's just some video game, why is it so important that pronouns are in it then? If it's just some video game, why is it so important that video games incorporate DEI into it? If it's just some video game, why are you upset that Elon Musk is having an opinion about it? You see how it only tries to go one way when they try to point that out, that it's just a video game? Who cares? That's what they always say. Who cares? Well, you do, because it's important enough for you to try to invalidate everybody's opinion that goes against it. These guys, oh God, these guys are so stupid.
Pronoun. You guys, you can hate the pronouns, but talk about bootlicking. Arguably one of the most powerful people on the planet, and you're siding with this guy for bullying a bunch of developers that have done nothing in their lives but made.
That's exactly what it is. He's upset that Elon quote tweeted Grums. That's what he's upset about. So just to give a quick recap, there's this screen. This is the character creator screen. The pronouns are right here. So this was hidden allegedly from early playthroughs. They didn't want people to show this footage, of course, because they know it would get backlash after everything that happened with Veilguard and other things like Starfield throughout the years. On top of that, this is the original tweet from Grums, who has every right to fucking say this. As a consumer, as somebody that plays games, we have every right to give our opinion. We've gone through this a few times, but basically he was just saying he's drawn the line here. He's rejecting any game that has pronouns in it, and you grandma Nazis know what I mean. Stop being stupid. Pronouns promote the woke mind virus, and gamers must send a clear message. I completely agree with that. And this was the quote where he said, having pronouns in a fantasy game is utterly unacceptable. And Elon also has called out Hansen for his hiring practices too, saying that it's not going to go well for him in the end. So there's a lot of stuff that Elon's putting on blast with this game. And Matt Hansen, who's the guy that, is causing all this chaos, literally said he wanted badly to make him mad with his game, that he can't believe it actually happened. Like, he was purposely trying to make Elon Musk mad at this game. And I guess collaterally Grums as well. Instead of worrying about making a great game, they're more focused on trying to stick it to Elon Musk, Grums, everybody that's a rage bait grifter. Why don't you make games for people to enjoy? So Hypnotic called it out right here, saying that he's deleted his X account after getting crucified publicly by Elon, and that he's trying to avoid potential legal ramifications from this post regarding his interest in hiring practices that are based solely on skin color, right here, where he says, any black artists out there looking for portfolio reviews or job advice, DMs are open. You always have priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. Well, you're probably going to lose your job here soon, by the way, for your hiring practices. And of course, Elon called it out. It should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys, which these people think you can't be racist against white people. That's what they say. And look, Hansen doubled down. Oh, Elon, you sweet summer child, this only emboldened me, you sad sack of shit. This guy is fucking unhinged, has no concept of the real world. And you can see he even agreed with Aaron Sanfilippo right here, saying we propose all games just start adding pronouns just to annoy these guys. So they don't even care about the actual activism behind it, that actually adding pronouns. They want to just do it to stick it to guys, because you can see Matt Hansen down below on the bottom of the screenshot says they will petition for this on every game they make. So it's just to try to get people pissed off. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're just going to piss off your consumer. You're going to cause your game to fucking fail. And then you're still going to blame the gamers for the reason why the game fails. Because for whatever reason, these guys have no focus anymore on anything except being spiteful. But we're the hateful ones. We're the racist. We're the bigot ones, right? This is why I called out. Because it's fucking stupid. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that subscription button, damn it. And I'll see you on the next one.